Hello, racing fans. Welcome to Delaware Park. I'm your host, JJ Gracie. We'll be watching races for Thursday, October 13th. We had 8 races today. Our feature was the 5th race. It was a filly mare optional claim in 25,000 going 6 furlongs. Our main track today was officially listed as good, then it got too muddy, and then maybe even got too sloppy, and we were off the turf today. The weather here today was cloudy with rain and temps in the 60s, and the winds from the southwest at 15 miles per hour, and Josh Brown was our track announcer. Let's kick it off with the first race, claiming 75, going 1 mile. Here's Josh, and here's the opener.
Away and running. Slow to go was Old Lang Syne. Good speed for Horse Greedy today. Yabba Dabba Dude is right there too. Zonic, the long shot, came away in that 3rd place position. Out deep on the course is Lookout Lambo in the 3 or 4 path. And last of all was the slow starting strides of Old Lang Syne. In a race that sees no pace on whatsoever over the rain-affected surface, Horse Greedy leads the charge out of the first turn. And Old Lang Syne now injects more speed to join that fight for that early top position. Yabba Dabba Dude is on hold in that 3rd place position at odds of 3 to 5. Looked Out Lambo tries to share a piece of 3rd. And last of all is Sonic. So again, no pace on whatsoever. Now it picks up though. Old Lang Syne puts that nose in front, and Horse Greedy will try to counter at the 4.5. They are a length and a half clear in front of the favorite Lookout Lambo, who's a patiently ridden 3rd. Yabba Dabba Dude is also close in tow, and Sonic still last of all. Around the far turn they go at the 3.5, where Old Lang Syne leads the charge into the turn. Horse Greedy comes under a ride. Lookout Lambo hasn't been asked yet and glides up to the both of them. And Yabba Dabba Dude sits behind a trio of speed, midpoint of turn 2. And Lookout Lambo now takes over the lead from Old Lang Syne. Horse Greedy stays at that rail. Yabba Dabba Dude is deep on the course as they swing in, where Lookout Lambo hits the top of the 3/16 and confidently kicks away. A good battle for second between Old Lang Syne, Horse Greedy, and Yabba Dabba Dude in the center of the track just at this one pace. But at the 16th pole, the favorite's home. Lookout Lambo on cruise control in the 12:30 opener to be.
Lookout Lambo went off at 3 to 5. Here, Greg Sacco was 4th. Isaac Castillo gets his 3rd. 320, 220, 210. Old Lang Syne, 880, 240. Yabba Dabba Dude, 210, and the 2 was 4th. 1250 on the exact, a 1010 on the try, and you got a 10-cent refund. Second race, claiming 75, now winners of 2, going 6 furlongs. Here's how they left.
Away and running to a nice start. Any minute breaks right on cue. There's the rail speed of Drum and Drummer, and also showing good pace in between rivals is Mo Wine Please as they settle down, and Runner came away a joint 4th with Loved Again deep on the course. Ricky's Revenge is in front of 1, and that one who lags far behind is Rocky Dice. They splash towards the 4 furlong peg, and now Any Minute inherits the lead and shows the way by a full length. A 3-pronged attack behind this one, and Loved Again is the one who's widest but advancing nicely, and so is Mo Wine Please. Drum and Drummer starts to fade, and Runner tries to pass that one. Second last is Ricky's Revenge, and Rocky Dice wants nothing a part of the slop today as they swing the side. Any Minute still in hand and in command, and shows the way by a length and a tail. Still chasing in second is Mo Wine Please, and they've kicked away from the rest. Off the turn they swing in, where Any Minute's nursing a half-length lead. Mo Wine Please is the only threat in second. Runner's emerging a muddy mess, and Ricky's Revenge rides that rail inside the final furlong, where Mo Wine Please on attack mode now hits the front, where Any Minute tries to battle back. Mo Wine Please with the momentum and the win.
Mo Mine proved best at 7 to 1. Balthazar Gavin gets his 16th. J Rod gets his first of 3 days, 118th. $17, $624.40. Any Minute, $463. At Runner was 3rd, $10.80. The 3 was 4th. $26.20 on your exact, and $144.35 on your try. Your daily double, $12.60. 10-cent super, $128.67. And let's go to the 3rd race, maiden special weight, 2-year-olds. Let's watch these babies run.
Away and running. A man walks into a bar, the favorite is last. Good looking rags pops on top. Bullet McQueen showing good speed, and so is Wild Hunch. And Richie's on a roll is right there in the firing line, too. Now recovering, a man walks into a bar, is under a hard hold in a joint third place position with SS Sinatra tracking deep on the course. Silver Style has one beaten, and that slingshot boy who's already coming under a ride. Around the far turn they go. Wild Hunch is the leader, tracked intently by Richie's on a roll, and the rail belongs to a man walks into a bar. Now SS Sinatra is 4 lengths down, but also coming under a ride, and the other four are distant as they swing the corner. Wild Hunch now opens up on the opposition to lead a length and a half. A man walks into a bar, had every chance in second, but now Wild Hunch at 8-5 is scooting away from the opposition here. A man walks into a bar at this one pace, closing in late for the minors is Silver Style for the exacta, but it's over up top. Wild Hunch took all the late money, and the late money was spot on. Over Silver Style second, SS Sinatra.
Wild Hunch went off at 8-5, breaks his maiden. Balthazar Gavin gets his 17th. Adamar Santos gets his 7th. 543, 22, 40 on a winner. Silver Style, 362.80. SS Sinatra was third, 440, and the 8 was fourth. 1050 on your exacta, 26.35 on your try. Your daily double, 29.60, and your pick 3, 17.40. Your super was worth $30.51. T-roll maiden special weight, originally scheduled on the turf, on the dirt. Here's a good one in here.
Away and running. Good speed for Dissolute, the first one to break in this wall of wetness. Showing rail speed is Silver Phantom, and Biggs Cabana Boy shares third with Reeled In. Deep on the course is Tall Order, and Jackson Road was the last one in and the last one away. 3.5 furlongs to go, and Dissolute, braving the elements today, shows the way by 4. Biggs Cabana Boy's on the chase in second. Silver Phantom comes under a ride in that third place spot. Tall Order's 3 pats deep but starts to advance. Reeled In still second last, and nothing from Jackson Road, but look at this performance. Dissolute, she's in hand and looking like she's going to beat the other boys today, and she looks around and there's no competition whatsoever. Tall Order moves into second. Reeled In tries to complete the trifecta, and nothing left from Biggs Cabana Boy, but Dissolute might be wet to the bone, but she loved the muck and the goo today. Dissolute with a scintillating score.
Dissolute wins the first time. She beats the boys today. Give Cal Lynch his 25th, Michael Sanchez his 46th. $6, $383 on a runaway winner. Reeled In, $382.60. Tall Order, $260, and the 8 was fourth. $12.60 on your exacta, $21.20 on your try, $11.30 on your daily double. Your pick 3, $64.70. Your pick 4, $80.30. Your 10-cent super, $11.88. Fifth race was our feature today. Filly Mare optional claim in $25,000. Here's your feature.
Away and running. Nice level start. Shaka Boom breaks right on cue. There's the speed of Heart Full and Soul. And deep on the course, Escape Fun came away well. Lady Jean is a hustled fourth. And now capturing fifth is Peyton Elizabeth. Award Wanted trying to head that rival for that position, and does. And last of all is Awesome View. 4.5 furlongs to go, and Shaka Boom has no excuses today. Leaves the rail wide open for Heart Full of Soul, who has no excuses. And now Escape Fun drives on through, and now the pace starts to pick up as they approach the 3 furlong peg. Lady Jean is right there in a position to challenge and shows Award Wanted as they turn the corner. So 3 of them stretch across the course. In between rivals, Escape Fun, then Heart Full of Soul, and wide trip for Escape Fun now as this one takes over the lead from Shaka Boom and Heart Full of Soul. Here comes Lady Jean, who's coming with power and pace. Award Wanted has momentum. Down the wide outside, Peyton Elizabeth closing in 2. Escape Fun had first run. Lady Jean is trying to close in slowly. Just to this one pace is Award Wanted. Past the 16th pole. Escape Fun digging deep and holding everyone at bay. Escape Fun has won it.
Escape Fun going off 8-5 makes it 3 in a row. Mike Gorham gets his 14th. Centeno gets his 30th. And Escape Fun gets 522.82.10. Award Wanted 362.80. Lady Jean was third, 260. The 3 was fourth, 940 on your exacta, 1325 in your try. Your daily double 970. Your pick 3, 1645. 10-cent super, $7.25. Maiden 16,000 is the sixth race, mile 16th on a turf, off the turf, onto a sloppy oval. Here's your start.
Away and running. In the center, Grand Player was quick off the block, so was Maybe It's Time, and the favorites are one too early on. Up the inside, the region shares third with Sette Stelle, and last of all is Principe. 7.5 furlongs to go, and negotiating turn one of two. Grand Player stays towards the inside, but passed by Maybe It's Time, who takes over the lead and kicks away into that first turn run. Grand Player yields to Maybe It's Time in the opening 2 furlongs, and Principe is out of trouble in that third place position. Sette Stelle is 3 paths deep at the 6 furlong peg, and the region is last of all. So in a race that lacks any speed, Maybe It's Time controls the clock and leads by a length and a half. Grand Player right there hot on the chase in second, and none of these guys have been asked just yet. And Principe at those long shot odds is only 2 lengths off the lead, which is held by Maybe It's Time. There's a gap of 2 back to Sette Stelle, who's coming under a loose rein, and the region tries to pick off that rival with 4 furlongs left to go. So there's been no change yet. Maybe It's Time still leading the charge, but Grand Player's ready to play his hand, and here comes Grand Player, who takes the lead with ease. Maybe It's Time needs to dig deep and find more. Principe comes under a ride. The region's been ground saving, and nothing from Sette Stelle at the 5/16, where Grand Player kicks for home with a 1.5 length lead. Principe outrunning those 8-1 odds tries to claim second, and Maybe It's Time needs to re-rally in a big way. They turn in, and Grand Player continues to lead the charge and is long gone. Principe now lands second. Maybe It's Time has nowhere to give, and the other two of little consequence here, with only a 16th of a mile to go with leading jockey Jamie Rodriguez. Grand Player was grand today at
Grand Player went off at 3 to 5, was reeled in by Jimmy Rodriguez, gets his 119th. Barbosa gets his 13th. 340, 240, 210 on the winner principal. 460, 240, Maybe It's Time. 210 in the 8 was fourth. 640 on the exact. Your try 840. Your daily double $8. Your pick 3, $8.80. Refund for your super. Seventh race, claiming 7,500. Now winners of 3, 5.5 furlongs. Here's Josh.
away and running. Good speed from Golden Aviator today. There goes Sutton Valley also claiming that second place position, and Hushed Hijinks shares third along with Shed a Tear. The gray is Ricartito, who shares last with Ingrado at the 4.5. So Golden Aviator unopposed in the mud and shows away by a length and a half. Sutton Valley right now the only threat in second, and there's quite a separation back to Shed a Tear, who's a tracking third. Hush Hijinks is trying to come alive but comes under a ride. Ingrado stays at that rail, and Ricartito's dropped to the tail of the field at the 5/16. Golden Aviator still in hand and shows the way by 3. Sutton Valley continues to be a clear-cut second. Then Shed a Tear and Ingrado fight on for the balance as they turn to the top of the stretch, and Golden Aviator popped and didn't stop today, clippity-clop in the mud and pours it on when asked. Sutton Valley's trying to hold second. Shed a Tear is closing in late. Ingrado to complete the superfecta, but Golden Aviator was long gone. Shed a Tear completes the exacta. Sutton
Golden
Valley was third.
Aviator took this one right from the gate. Gate to wire went off at 7 to 5. Mike Gorham got his 15th. J. Rod got his 119th. 480, 280, 210. Shed a Tear at $3, 210. Sutton Valley was third, 220, and the one was fourth. 610 on your exact, 665 on your try. Your daily double 550. Your pick 3, 755. And your pick 5 was worth $132.65, and your 10-cent super $4.35. The eighth in the finale, maiden 10, going 1 mile and 70 yards. Here's your start.
Away and running. Great speed on the outside from Mercury 10. Crosses and clears in a blink of an eye. Gregorius Bay is right there trying to protect the rail, and Only Child's getting closer too. And Ice Bar is 3 deep at the 7.5. Now in the back field, we have Diamante d'Oro tracking the muddy mess from that fifth place position. Dubrovnik rides the rail, and Cherry's Cross is last of all. So Mercury 10 sets the tone at the 6.5 and leads by just over a length. Three of them team up behind this rival, including Ice Bar, who's deepest, and now lands second. Only Child's in between rivals, heading Gregorius Bay for that third place position, and they're a length and a quarter clear. Diamante d'Oro now takes fifth away from Dubrovnik, and nothing yet from Cherry's Cross. Midpoint of the backstretch run, Mercury 10 calls the shots, but Ice Bar, sensing a slower pace, and gets closer, and these two have now kicked away to almost two. Only Child's in hand in that third place position and hasn't been asked. Gregorius Bay's already getting scrubbed upon with the money on and needs to do a little bit better from fourth. On the outside, Diamante d'Oro now picks off Dubrovnik and nothing from Cherry's Cross. Around the turn with 3 furlongs to go, Mercury 10 pushes coming to shove, and Ice Bar comes calling for the lead. Only Child sought off the speed and is closing in two, and these three pass the quarter pole as a team. Ice Bar now inherits the lead. Only Child's deep on the course. Up the inside, Mercury 10. Diamante d'Oro splashes into fourth. They swing in, where Ice Bar continues the lead at the final 3/16 of a mile. Battling on is Only Child, and Mercury 10 has no more to give. Inside the final 16th of a mile at 3-1, Ice Bar rolling away and was second to none.
Ice Bar wins the finale with no problem at all. Return 10:46.40, 380. Only Child 583.20. Mercury 10 was third, 360, and the 4 was fourth. $30.90 on your exact. Your try was worth $66.55. Your daily double $24.30. Your pick 3 was worth $17.90. And your pick 4, $65.55, and your 10-cent super, $57.20. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. J-Rod gets 3 today. Sanchez gets another. Centeno gets 1. Alexander Crispin gets 1. And let's look at the leading trainers here. You'll see Jamie Ness didn't do any well. Lynch gets 1. Balthasar Gavin gets 2. Michael Gorham gets 2. Victor Barboza got 1. That's a look at the leading trainers and jockeys here at Delaware Park as of Thursday, 1,038,049 for a rainy afternoon. That's pretty good. I'm your host, JJ Gracie, for Elaine Tatman, for Chris Rooney, everybody here on the TV. Good night and good racing. We'll see you tomorrow.